Sam is obviously away, as you know, doing his BA training for the fire service. And yeah, we talked a few weeks ago about potentially getting someone to finish off the plasterboarding whilst he was away. Our plumber, when he was here, mentioned someone that he recommended, and we said, okay, we'll get him up and see what he says. So he came up a few weeks ago when Desi was here, and Sam and Desi had a chat with him, and Desi said, I think he'll be good, you know, and we trust Desi, know what he's talking about, and Sam felt okay about him as well. He seems like a really nice bloke. He's called Nigel, and he lives in Ballinamuk, so not too far from us, and he said he would bring a team of blokes, come and just get it done in one day. And that was finishing our bedroom off, all the plasterboarding, because Sam and I only got the ceiling done, we didn't do the walls, and also the lounge ceiling, which needed some extra timbers putting on. It needed a VCL going on, and then the plasterboard putting in, and a little bit of insulation as well that we hadn't done near where the valley join is. So yeah, we decided we'd go for it, because the deadline for the grant is obviously the 13th of September. We've already extended it twice. We really don't want to extend it again, and I'm not even sure that they would approve another extension. So it would just good to get it pushed on a little bit, despite Sam not being here. And I know also it would have been quite the task for Sam to try and board that lounge ceiling on his own. I would have helped, obviously, but still, it's not the same as having another capable person with you, semi-capable. I can pass screws and help lift and whatever, but when it comes to cutting and marking, yeah, I'm probably not going to do a good job there. So Sam's glad, and I you know, he's looking forward to coming home and it being finished. It could be a big weight off his shoulders. So they're hopefully coming this morning, and I think they're okay with me filming. I did ask them. I know they're a little bit, well, no one likes being on camera, do they really? I don't even like being on camera. Sam doesn't like being on camera. Actually, no, I think Sam does like being on camera. But I don't, it's not everyone's thing, but I think they're going to be okay with filming, so hopefully they will, and I can show you them doing their stuff. And yeah, exciting times ahead. So yeah, let's hope they turn up when they say they will.
I have the first one 10 yet. 25 and a quarter, 48 and 3/4, and 72 and a quarter. You just pull it out for a second. Grab it up. Yep. Right. I suppose right to left. Or left to right, yeah. Alright, 5 and a quarter, 29 and 53. And there's a socket in it as well. Alright, 37 and 3/4 to 43. And top down 27 to 30. that bit of a slab that was in that corner room.
Well, good morning. So I'd just like to say thank you to this week's sponsor, which is AG1. I've been struggling a lot, sort of physically doing the renovation, and then I have my job, obviously, as a firefighter, and then being away on this training course, it's been very sort of physically demanding. I knew it was coming up, so I thought, get something into me that will give me that kick, that mental burst that I need. And basically, AG1, I would say I've been taking it now for over a month, and I can definitely feel a lot stronger in myself. I think more, I'm not as tired. But when you look into AG1, it has 75 different minerals, whole food source ingredients, digestive enzymes. It has many more. All I know is that when you get this little, and they're handy as well, little travel packs. When you put this little travel pack in the shaker that they give you, there's no more to it. That's it, basically. The proof's in the pudding, so they say. Just grab it, let's get it all in there. You just basically tap it in. What's easier than that? Tiny packets and a little shaker. So, but like I say, I've been drinking this now for over a month, and I just generally feel better. It's early in the morning at the moment, the last day of my course, and I have this every morning, and it makes me feel on top of the world. And I'll carry on having it when I get back and finish the renovation. So absolute massive thanks to AG1. This is the stuff.
Okay guys, so if anybody is interested in trying AG1, I will put the link in the description, and also the QR code is on the screen here. If you use our link or QR code, you will also get 10 free travel sachets, which is what you saw Sam using while he was away. So thanks again to AG1 for sponsoring today's video, and yeah, go and give them a check out. Well, I think Sam is going to be really, really happy when he comes back and sees this. And they finished our bedroom as well, so yeah, brilliant. And it does feel a lot like it's really starting to take shape now. It's really exciting. It feels like finally, you know, to make progress on the lounge feels epic, because we've kind of ignored the lounge mostly. As you know, well, you probably know, we are actually going to be lime plastering these walls with insulating lime plaster from Round Tower Lime. So we've got a bit of prep work to finish off. I haven't been pointing yet this week. I'm still having problems with my shoulder, but I'm fingers crossed over the weekend that should be loads better. And also, the spiders are huge in those walls. Massive, black, big spiders. And when you crouch down pointing and they're there staring you in the eyes, it's very disconcerting, to be honest, but I'll suck it up. I'm okay with spiders, but I don't kill anything, just catch and release, but they run back into the walls. It's just... So I'll be glad when these walls are all pointed up. And if anyone's wondering about my pointing, yes, it's messy on these walls. I was much neater when I was pointing the outside of the cottage, but I don't need to be neat. It's going to get covered over. It's just a case of getting those gaps filled in. The sad fact is that the joist holes that we've got around from probably like a loft that might have been in this old barn, they will have to get filled in. But there's all sorts of little things that we've put in there. There's coins, things that we've found, bottles, and we've left them in there. So it'll be a nice little find for future people that might renovate this cottage in the years to come. Who knows? And there is also one other little thing that we haven't talked about. I don't know if we've ever talked about it, but people might have spotted it on camera. It might be hard to see now because the VCL drapes over it. But that hole goes all the way through to the outside. And we've decided to leave that and not fill it in. We are going to hopefully have some stained glass made, or I might actually do a course on stained glass. There's one that runs quite frequently in our local town, and I'm thinking I might make my own little bit of stained glass to pop on the outside, and then we'll point it all inside so you can really see the thickness of the walls as they are and get a real feeling for the place. I just think it'd be a really nice touch to leave that open. I'm not sure what its purpose was. Maybe it was just airflow for in the barn. I'm not sure. I'm guessing so, because it was clearly deliberately made when you look at it, the way the stones are set. So yeah, if anyone knows why there was a hole, perhaps it is airflow or something. Maybe I'm right, but if anyone has any ideas, let me know. But yeah, Sam's on his last week now this week of his BA training and big assessments, and I think he's quite stressed, but fingers crossed he's doing all right. It is tough, it's tough for him, but he'll be home on Friday and I cannot wait for him to see the progress that's been done. I think he'll be really happy with it, and it's such a weight off his shoulders, to be honest with you. Thanks to Nigel and his team, and yes, thanks to all you guys for sticking with us and watching us and supporting us, even though, you know, some of it is repetitive stuff. This week's video was a bit tricky for me to try and, you know, make it work, because I wasn't in here really. I was just letting the guys crack on. So we will catch you next Saturday, and thanks again for your support and for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye for now.